My name is Ruth Williams. I'm from the University of California at San Diego. Andrew Wade contacted me late in 2022, and he asked me whether I might potentially be interested in visiting for part of a program that he and some other mathematicians were proposing to the Newton Institute on stochastic systems for anomalous diffusion. And I was very enthusiastic about the idea, and fortunately the program was funded. And so I'm visiting here associated with that program. I'm actually organizing or helping to organize a workshop that's going on this week on stochastic reflection. And I'm also visiting for a month around that time so that I can interact in more depth with mathematicians who are visiting for the program. And the Kirk Fellowship, which I've also been very fortunate to obtain, is helping to fund that program. My Kirk lecture will be on managing bottlenecks using reflection and diffusion. And so the idea is the motivation for this work comes from applications where one wants to study complex networks that have stochasticity and also have a structure that makes them difficult to analyze exactly. So typically what we do is we develop approximations, and one of those kinds of approximations is called a reflected diffusion process. The kinds of applications that these models can apply to are quite diverse in science and engineering. So, for example, in telecommunications, the internet or wireless networks are examples. In customer service systems, I think we're all experienced with telephone call centers, so that's another example. But also even in systems biology, these kinds of networks arise. And the idea is that these mathematical developments that we obtain for these reflected diffusions can help with analyzing and even controlling these systems. Well, I was fortunate to visit here before in 2010, where I was here for about 6 weeks. Also around a workshop, stochastic processes in communication sciences. And that was a wonderful time. There was a very lively time when the workshop was going on, but also afterwards I had the opportunity to interact in depth with people who were visiting the Newton Institute. So the Newton Institute's a wonderful place to visit. In being here before, I was fortunate to meet people that I hadn't had the opportunity to meet before, and it also provides the opportunity to work with people in depth on exciting mathematical questions.